Hi, I'm Vidya from What's Your Home Story, home decor and DIY blog. Today I'm going to show you how to stretch your own canvas. When I usually paint, I paint a canvas that's already stretched on a frame. But my mom, she likes to paint on a canvas that's rolled in. Like it's usually a piece of canvas where she paints and you can roll it in. And she likes to do that because it's easier to transport it. When she's traveling, she just rolls it up and puts it in a canvas case or a PVC pipe, with the end sealed off. So in that case, what you would do is once you get home or wherever you're going, you would stretch the canvas on a frame yourself. To do that, you need stretcher bars. These are called stretcher bars, and you get these at any arts and craft store. And sometimes they come as a pack of two. This one was just a piece. It was, I think, around $2 a piece. So they have sizes on them. This is 24 because my painting was 24 by 30. So I got two 24 sizes and two 30 sizes. And these bars usually have a raised edge on one side. Some of them have a raised edge only on one side and a flat side on the bottom. Mine has raised edges on both ends, so it doesn't really matter which side you use. But if you are using a stretcher bar that has only raised edge on one side and a flat edge on the other, then you would have, when you frame the canvas, you would put the raised edge facing the canvas. I'll show you later on. So, and also another thing to note is it has these grooves on the corners. So basically what you would do is they would fit into each other to form your corners. So I did one right here, and they should stretch it up. They would fall like into the groove pretty much easily. If it doesn't, you can use a rubber mallet. So things you need to frame the painting: the stretcher bars, a rubber mallet, and a staple gun, and also a measuring tape, and a pencil. Some people like to use what you call stretcher bar pliers. I don't have it. I think if your canvas is small, like mine is 24 by 30, you can get away with just the hand pressure. If you're dealing with a large canvas, say 40 by 60 or something, then you would need the pliers to pull your canvas tight. And today I have a painting which was given to me by artshaven.com for review, and this is actually, it has a cover on it to protect it from whatever I'm doing, but it's an oil painting reproduction of Derain's Regency Street, London. If you haven't checked them out, do check out their website, artshaven.com. You can get reproductions of famous paintings by famous artists, and I'm not talking about your, the ones that you typically see, your Van Gogh or Monet. They have hundreds of artists there, and you can basically commission a reproduction from them of any painting by even unknown artists. Because this one, I know they didn't have this. This was not their usual stuff, but I really love this, the colors on it, and it's beautiful. So let's start. What you would do is connect your stretcher bars. Oops, see, came off a little bit. So you just go back and just support the mallet. So now I have fixed my stretcher bar frame. What you want to do to make sure that you've got the angle right is, once you fix your frame, measure it diagonally with a measuring tape from corner to corner, and both these measurements should be same. That kind of ensures that you've got the angle right. So what you want to do once you have the frame is, I'm going to take the protective covering off my painting, and that's my pencil. And you want to line up you're facing the canvas good side to you, and you want to line up your stretcher bar frame with the painting This is to make sure that you are actually covering all of the painting. You know, you don't want, sometimes when you paint or when you might not have, you know, made sure that you've covered all the way. But I just want to make sure that, yep, I think I have it covered. Just line it up. So it doesn't have to be exact, because if you were going to frame this, the frame would usually take care of any irregularities. So what you want to do is, once you've positioned your frame correct, lift the canvas, and on the back side of the canvas mark an X, possibly where your corner is. So why you're doing this is, when you flip it over, you just want to make sure that you've got your corners correct. So I don't know if I can mark an X, but I'm marking something with a pencil. So here, lift up the corner, and here do all the four corners. Do the just mark your corner. That's what we were trying to do. Okay. Now, make sure you're working on a clean surface. I'm working on a poster board. And then flip your painting over. By the way, this is my painting. Flip it over. See these points? I have my corners now. And this is where, in case you have only one raised edge, you will be placing it face down onto the canvas. So now you line up your canvas, your corners with your marks. And we're good to go. Just kind of make sure you've got it. Okay. So now I have my corners lined up. Now is the time to stretch. I generally like to ask the help of 2 extra pair of hands when I'm doing this, because I generally tend to get messy. So get your friend or your dad or your husband to help you out. What you would do is, you want somebody to, you know, hold this down for you while you staple it on the other side. So my canvas, my painting is longer on one end versus the other, so you always start with the longer end. So I've got my dad helping me out. What he's doing is he's holding the frame and the canvas in place on the opposite end while I staple the side. So what you would do is pull your canvas tight, wrap it around the edge, and this is around the middle of your long side. Staple. And I'm stapling it towards the edge because I just want to make sure that in case I want to take it off, I don't want to hurt the painting in any way. So I'm stapling it towards, you know, the middle or the edge of the inside. And when you do this, here we go, got one in place. And when you staple on the back side of the frame, what do you, it's called the gallery wrap, because otherwise you would paint it, you would staple it around here, because the advantage of doing this way is, if you have all your staples here, is you can just paint on the side and just hang it without a frame. So I've got one. I'm not pressing it down right now because I want to make sure that I've got all the edges tight. So now I would go do it on the opposite end. You want to pull it so tight that you actually see a ridge out here. That's a good thing. So you go to the opposite side, press, and staple. Now the other side again. Press it as tight as you can. Staple. Again, you don't want to keep the staple gun on your canvas, so keep it away. Again, press it, pull it, staple. Now is a good step for you to just flip the canvas over to make sure that you've got it right. So let me just see. I think I've got it. So now that you've got your staples on all the four sides, on the four centers of your bars, again start with the longer side, pull, stretch. You would pull as hard as you can. And I think I should go this way. So now I've got my staples covered to, I would say, half of the stretcher bar. And that's when you have to do your corners. You have to fold in your corners. Don't wait till the last moment and staple all the way to do your corners, because it's going to be very difficult to work with the canvas. So what you would do is, there are many ways of doing it, and I think the cleaner way of doing the corner is to do what you would call a hospital corner on a bed. If you made a hospital corner on your bed, then it's pretty easy. So what you would do is, this is how the corner is going to look. Press down on one edge and get your corner right and fold this piece inside. So now you have, and the canvas is pretty pliable, so you just pull till you get it clean. You don't, let me just show you this way. So you pull it here, you've got your crease here, first crease, bend it inside, and then you fold this in and you try to cover it up with this side. So again, it's not that clean. You would just go in, try to get it as clean as possible, maybe using a nail. See, when I use my nails, kind of flattened it out. So now I just need to make this bigger, so it'll go inside. No, I actually need to make it smaller, guys. So if I have extra here, I just fold it back out, and then you need to be a little bit patient with this, but you'll get it right. Here we go. Either you can go inside, which I think I'm having a bit more extra fabric than I go inside. But some people like to cut this off and then just fold it like you would wrap a book. Or even a chair, actually. When I've upholstered a bench, I basically did something similar. So I think I've got it. So here, this goes inside and the next flap covers it. And you can pull it as tight as you can, again from both ends. And just make sure that it looks good from the other end. It does. There's a flap here, but that should be fine because it's going to be covered under the frame. Pull from both sides, pull, and then staple. This time just make sure to apply a bit more pressure on the staple gun. It's an extra staple, and so once you've got your corners, I'm going to do the same thing with all the four corners. You can go ahead and finish the rest of the staples. As you can see, here I have stapled all the edges and the corners, and this is my finished stretch canvas. If you can see, the edges here are plain. I don't really care about in this case because it's going to go inside a frame, and I'll show you how to frame a canvas in a different video. But the advantage, like I said earlier, of doing the gallery wrap, that is the staples on the back side, is that you can just finish this edge either before or later now with whatever color paint that goes with the painting, and it's ready to hang just like that. So for more ideas on home decorating and DIY, go to my blog www.whatsyourhomestory.com. Thank you.